back to my channel. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you guys had an awesome weekend and are doing great. Today I want to talk about a very beautiful product, which are iconic London EVO rose gold brushes. I really love these brushes, and then they are in my favorite color, rose gold. They are just so beautiful. I've never actually reviewed brushes on my channel so far, so this is my first most review video of brushes, and I'm so excited because I'm just drooling over these brushes and I'm in love with these brushes, and I'm so excited to share it with you guys, these brushes that I'm drooling on. So the brushes that I'm raving about and talking about are these brushes, which are dupe of artist brushes, and these are by Iconic London, and these are called EVO brushes, and there are 6 total in number, and these brushes are from face brush to eye brush to lip brush, so you get all in one kit. And I'm really excited to share my thoughts and just do a first impression using these brushes today on my face. Before I share it with you guys, how did I like these brushes and how did these brushes perform on my face, I would like to do a mini review and talk about the price, the quality, and the availability. So let's get into the mini review. So as I mentioned, there are 6 brushes and they do not have any name or number printed on the brushes, but then on the website they do have numbers. And this brush is a foundation brush and it is 001. The next brush is 002 and it is a brush for setting powder or highlighting. The third brush is for highlighting and contouring. The fourth brush is for highlighting, and the 5th brush is for eyeliner, eyebrows, and lip filling, and the last brush is for concealer. And I do really like this mini concealer brush. It's so cute with this small head and such a big body. It looks really adorable to me. So the quality of these brushes is not very cheap or very expensive. These are actually plastic and they do weigh very light, which is a really nice thing because heavy brushes are I don't really like heavy brushes using on my face because they weigh a lot and then you use your energy to use them on your face. But then these are really light, they just don't weigh anything, but they do look expensive and they do look metal finish, but then sadly these are not metal, these are plastic, and they are of good plastic. Now let's jump on to the price. The price is 75 British pounds on cultbeauty.co.uk, and on the Iconic London website they are sold out, but then the price is similar, that is 75 British pounds, that is 832 Swedish crowns I'm guessing, which is quite expensive for just 6 brushes. But I did not buy these brushes. There was an offer on the website that if you would order for so and so amount you would get these brushes for free, and I really wanted to try Iconic London, the liquid highlighter, as well as the foundation stick, which is being compared to Makeup Forever foundation stick. So I was really keen on trying these products, and when I ordered them, I think I reached the amount wherein I could get these brushes for free, and I got them for free. Who doesn't like free product? I love them, and if they are of such good quality and such pretty color and such pretty shape, I'm totally in love. I would be sharing my thoughts about these brushes after you guys have watched how did these brushes perform on my face and how did they perform with the products, and then I would be giving you guys my final thoughts as well, if it's worth it or not worth it. So let's get into the first impression of the brushes on my face. So I would be first using 001. These brushes have no name on it, but on the website it says 001 and it is meant to be for the foundation. So I would be applying my foundation with this. And the foundation that I'm using is Milani Conceal Plus Perfect Foundation, and I would be using it along with the brush. So let's see how does this brush perform for the foundation. The bristles are actually quite thick, so it's perfect for foundation. Brush bristles are so soft. And this being domed at the top, it's perfect for the under eyes. You can just swipe the product under it and it just goes so well. I like the brush so far because it did disperse it did apply the foundation quite well. And the bristles being soft, it actually did not leave any brush strokes, so that's quite nice. I would be taking a little more foundation. So this is the close-up of the foundation, and it does give a airbrush finish. It does look flawless and I don't really find it too cakey, and the brush did distribute the foundation really well on the face. So if you guys see, you guys will see a natural finish. I don't know if the camera can capture that, but then here in the mirror I do see a flawless foundation and it does look natural. So now I'm going to use this brush, which is 002, and on the website it says that it's perfect for foundation, blending out contour, bronzer, blusher and setting powder. So this I would be using to blend the concealer under my eyes, and I would be using NARS concealer. So let's see how does this work for the concealer under my eyes. I really love this concealer because it's actually very creamy. So I'm using 002 to just blend out the concealer. I generally use Real Techniques small beauty blender, which is meant for the under eye blending. I really like that one, and it does give a flawless finish and blends out the concealer really well. But this is not that bad either. It did blend the concealer under my eyes really well, and I really like the way it's performing. usually beauty blenders soak a lot of product, so you are not really left with a lot of product on your face. But brushes do not do that. They just blend the product. They do soak up the product, but then not as much as beauty blenders. Yeah, so this is the blended concealer. So now I would be using the same brush to use the setting powder as well, and I'm using Laura Mercier setting powder. And let's see how does this perform with the powder, because with the concealer it did perform really well. I'm taking the product on the brush and just tapping the extra. The brush performed well for the powder as well. I really like the artist brushes, but they are so expensive that I don't really find worth investing so much money in a brush. So there are so many dupes for the artist brushes, and this is one of the dupe. There is one from Makeup Revolution as well, but I haven't used that as of yet, so I don't really know how does that perform. Yeah, so I really like this brush. And now let's see the 003. This is the brush 003. It is a bit smaller from when compared to 002. And on the website it says that perfect to sculpt out your cheekbones. So that means it's perfect for contouring. So I would be using this to contour my cheeks. So let's see how does this perform. For contouring, I would be using this NYX Wonder Stick, and I would be using it at the same places where I generally contour. Now I'm going to use 003 and let's see how does this perform. It does perform quite well. If you guys can see, it did blend out the highlighter, the contour really well. Yeah, so the contour is blended and it did blend really well, and I really like it. Now I would be using the same brush with a contour powder, and let's see how does this perform with the powder products. I'm using Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour palette, and I will be using these two shades together. I do like it for the powder contour as well. It just did not pack a lot of product on your face, which is really nice. And so this is the contour. I think my contour has gone a bit lower so I would be correcting it with the powder. And I will go ahead and use the brush 002, which I used for the powder, setting powder. I'm just taking the product and applying where I feel that the contour has come down. Now for the blush, I would be using this setting powder brush, that is 002, because there's no other brush that I can use for blush. So let's see how does this perform for the blush. So I'm using this Becca Afterglow palette. I'm using the blush Flower Child. To be honest, I don't really like it for blush because it's just too stiff for blush, and I like my brushes to be fluffy for blushes. It's just too stiff and packs a lot of blush at just one place. Next brush is 004, and on the website it says perfect for highlight, contour and conceal. So I would be using this to highlight my cheekbones. So the highlighter I'm using is from Jouer Cosmetics and the name is Skinny Dip, and I'm gonna use it with 004. It does apply really well. I have never used a brush of this sort for highlighting. It does apply the product really well. Does not pack a lot of product at just one place and blends it all over. So this is the highlighter that I've applied with this, and it does its job. I would be using the same on bridge of my nose and on my cupid's bow as well. So I really like the brush for the highlighter. It does apply the highlighter really well. So the next brush is 005, and on the website it says that it's perfect for eyeliner, brows and lip perfecting, and I don't think I would be using this for any of those because this is just too big for eyeliner. Then for eyebrows is again too big. I use smaller brushes for the eyebrows, and for lip perfecting, again it's just too big for lips as well. So maybe this will be nice for contouring the nose. It's just perfect to contour here. Yeah, because it's thinner as well as it's at the same time dense for nose contouring. So it is actually really nice for contouring, which I've already done, so I would be trying this next time. But this is really good for nose contouring. You can just apply the product and just blend with this, and it's gonna blend really well. Yes, and the last brush is 006, and on the website it says that the best concealer brush you will ever use, also great to contour and highlight nose, and smaller areas, ideal for eyeshadow and defining. I can never use such brush for eyeshadow, but then I would be using this to highlight under my eyebrows and at the inner duct. Let's see how does this perform on those areas. It does perform quite well. I'm quite surprised that these brushes do work really well. If you see, it did deposit the product here. Rather than eyeshadow, I think I would be using it for highlighting my eyebrows and the inner duct. It does perform really well. And this would be perfect for using or concealing the areas which are smaller, for example at the corners of the nose, and then if you want to use it here, this is gonna be really nice for smaller areas where usually the bigger brushes or the beauty blender do not reach. So this is gonna be really nice for that purpose as well. So guys, this was the first impression of these brushes on my face, and I would say that these brushes are expensive, but then they are worth the money. They are as expensive as Sigma brushes, but the quality of these brushes are really good. They are dense and they are fully packed, where it helps to distribute the product on your face really well. And my most favorite is this 004, which did apply the highlighter so well on my face. It just did not pack the product on my face. But then the 002, I would not recommend this for blush at all, because they are just too stiff, and maybe it might work for you, but it didn't really work for me. I like my brushes to be fluffy when it comes to blushes, so that they just blend the product everywhere where I want it to. But this was very good for under eye concealer and for the setting powder as well. So my final thoughts on these brushes are really nice. I haven't washed them, so I cannot really give you guys my thoughts on how they're gonna be after they are washed for the first time, but I would be washing them today, so I would leave the details of how did it go while washing them. Did they shed, or did they go bad? I would be leaving all that details down in the description box, so you guys can go ahead and check if you guys are interested in buying these brushes. And I would say that these brushes are really nice, and they are just not good looking, but they are of good quality as well. And these brushes are just so beautiful. I think these are the most good looking brushes in my whole collection. And if you are a makeup junkie, or you are a makeup brush collector, then I would highly recommend these brushes. They are just so good, and I really liked when it comes to the way they performed. They did perform really well. So these brushes get a thumbs up from my end, and I would rate them 9.5 out of 10. I'm not giving that 0.5 because I have not washed them, so I would like to see how do they perform after I've washed them. Do they perform the same way? And so guys, that's it in the first impression and the review of these iconic London EVO rose gold brushes. I hope you enjoyed watching the video, and if you did, do give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.